of which we absolutely nothing. We were in this camp with about 4 or 5 doctors, about somewhere under 200 bodies entirely, total. They were working, the Fit were working on an airstrip, and I, who had arrived there late, 2 months before the finish, was classified because of the malaria and all that sort of thing, unfit, light duties, and gave a bit of a hand at nursing. There were a couple of little operations that were done, gave a hand with them. And then one morning we went for a parade, and we stood and we waited, and about an hour after, we all believed that the war had finished and we were going home. The Japs came and said, "Rest day, Yasmin." So everybody went off and nobody went to work, and the place was an absolute hive of speculation. The next day it was exactly the same. We got ready to go to work, and the Japs said, "Another Yasmin, another rest day." So, it's definitely over. I think it was that day, or the day after, that this Major Geoffrey Lockett turned up with his Jeep, and Martin, his radio operator. They didn't know we were there. All the planes that had flown over us and whatnot during the last couple of months. Nobody over there knew where we were, didn't even recognise the airstrip, that sort of a job we were doing. And this Major Geoffrey Lockett and his radio operator Martin had been dropped in behind the lines, had looked after themselves, had made contact with the mayor of Pratai, our little town close to us. Somebody says the other day that it was 10 kilometres away, but it didn't seem like that to me. And I was sent down there with the camp in quarantine because of what was it? I forget what the reason was, but it was can't remember. Blank. Look after this Major Lockett, who was a fabulous fellow, and Chindit, and he took the surrender out at Pratai, at wherever the Jap camp was. He took a surrender, and he had been staying with the mayor of Pratai, and they had this stilted communication room where they all used to have, the mayor had his meetings, and the floor of it was covered in swords and small arms and everything else. Where the major had taken them from the surrender and put them in the hut. Getting close. We had a drop, and I got hold of a tin of Atterburn, 5,000, and the next thing we were down to the go-downs at Bangkok, a few more days, and down to Singapore, into hospital for 10 days or more, a couple of more days than that, about 10 days. Wait for 10 days or more on the airstrip, and then a flight home, arriving, flight home going from Singapore across to Labuan, across to Zamboanga, across to Morotai, across to something else just off WWII or something like that, over the hump, and land on my 21st birthday at Higginsfield. Fly down, refuel after the climb over the hump, fly down to Townsville, then down to Brisbane, into Greenslopes for the night, on the train Saturday morning, home on Sunday morning. That was it.
Incredible.
One night in camp in Australia.
Mm.
Sorry, 2 nights. One camp at Greenslopes, the other was a night on the train. If you can count one night on the train as a night in camp.
Yes. Well, Bill, have we basically covered the story?
That's it. Came home.
Well, I'm very grateful to you for
Maybe somebody will get a laugh out of it.
Well, I've got to say this, you've been a great source of encouragement to me to continue to search for the story, and I'm very grateful for everything you've done for me.
Oh, it's been good.
And maybe if I could just ask you one last thing, as you know, I'm a bit of a fan of Bruce Hunt's, and did you have any just short comments you'd like to say about
Other than to say that I worked for Bruce Hunt for at least 14 months in Changi, and I never found a nicer, more sympathetic, Godfather. He was a great man.
Right, that looks like a nice spot to give it a wrap.